Hey, what's up everyone? My name is Vivian from the Paper Letter blog, and today I'm going to tell you how to find pen pals. In the comment sections of my videos, you guys ask me all sorts of questions, such as how you can find pen pals. I know that you also sometimes ask me if I want to be your pen pal, but unfortunately I cannot accept any more pen pals right now because I always like to take my time with the letter and with the mail itself, and I don't want it to become a rush job just because I have to finish so many letters and swaps. But anyways, I have been promising you this video for quite a while now. I just feel like it is something that you would all greatly benefit from, as I have learned quite a lot over the past year of pen paling. And I also thought it would just be fun to share my tips and tricks. I'm going to divide this video into a couple different subjects. This is just my introduction, and then I'm going over to where you can find pen pals. I think that is the most important for most of you, where to find pen pals. Then I'm going over to how you can find pen pals, because that's also kind of, there are also some tips and tricks I want to share with you on that. Before I start, I want to say I'm sorry for all the random background noises, the cars you can hear passing by, the scooters, but you all know my cat Noose. Noose likes to go outside on the balcony and I cannot tell her no. She owns me. Okay, so the door is just open so that she can go in and out as she pleases. But I hope it's not too much of an annoyance for you guys. I don't know, I have done these like chatty videos, me sitting here talking to the camera before, but it still feels kind of weird right now. Anyway, I'm having tea because, well, that just makes sense. Today I'm having one of my favorites, which is English breakfast tea, organic English breakfast tea from Clipper. Okay, so like I said, I would be starting with where to find pen pals, and my first suggestion for that is actually something I wouldn't normally suggest, and that is YouTube. Because, let me explain that a little bit, I normally wouldn't suggest looking for pen pals on YouTube because you cannot make a profile. I mean, I can tell you about myself in a video, but I cannot really write something about myself. I cannot send messages to anyone, so I wouldn't normally suggest it for finding pen pals. But I thought, since I'm doing a how to find pen pals video anyway, I might as well tell you guys to use the comment section down below to write your little message, introduce yourself, and maybe you will find a pen pal here. So what I would suggest you include is your name, obviously, your age, where you live, some of the things you like, and your hobbies. Maybe a job, maybe current occupation. Just like with normal friends, it is handy to see if you have anything in common that you guys could, for example, talk about. So leave a comment down below if you want to find a pen pal. Don't forget to check back every once in a while because people may have responded to your message. And then maybe if you have a connection, point them towards your Instagram or maybe your email or Facebook or whatever, and then maybe you will find some great pen pals here. So now on to my real suggestions. I have quite a few, and I'm going to list them for you, but not necessarily in order. Okay, so one might work better for you than the other, doesn't matter. Anyway, first one I'm going to suggest to you is Instagram. There are two reasons how you can find pen pals on Instagram, in my opinion. First of all is to search for pen pals on Instagram. For example, with the hashtag pen pals wanted. Okay, because obviously people will use that hashtag if they're looking for pen pals. So just see if there's anyone you like and maybe send them a message to see if you can be pen pals. Also, when you're searching for pen pals on Instagram, there are often accounts that share pen pal requests. So there might be one account that shares just screenshots of messages from people looking for pen pals. But my second tip for looking for pen pals on Instagram is maybe a little bit less active. And it's actually my favorite way of finding pen pals. So this is my number one tip. Don't leave after this, I promise you there will be more good ones as well. The second one is to look less actively. So what you do is you just, for example, like me, you have an Instagram page that you use for inspiration. You just follow a bunch of accounts that you like, and you share your own photos for inspiration. Basically, you're just using Instagram the way you're supposed to use it. And then over the duration of time, after a little while, you may find people that you connect with. So for example, I like to share stories as well on Instagram, and then sometimes you just find someone who totally recognizes your story, or you connect over random things. And next place you can look for pen pals is one that I have actually never used before, but I know it's very popular, and that is Facebook. Because I myself, I'm not that active on Facebook anymore, but I know that there are a lot of Facebook groups that you can use to find pen pals, to find swap partners, to find someone to exchange happy mail with, etc, etc. So I would suggest you go on Facebook, look for Facebook groups called Pen Pals Wanted, or I honestly don't know what they're called. Maybe someone who's on Facebook often can leave a comment down below as to what these groups are called. Then, okay, my next suggestion for a website that I find useful when finding pen pals is swapbot.com. I know I mentioned this website quite a lot of times because I'm on Swapbot very regularly, but you can use Swapbot not only to find great swaps, but maybe to find pen pals, because again, there are probably two ways you can do this. One is that there are a lot of swaps organized especially for finding pen pals, so you'll have like a letter or a tea and letter or something swap, and then if you hit it off, you can become pen pals. So one is swaps directed at finding pen pals, and the other one, basically a little bit the same as the Instagram tip I mentioned. Just have fun swapping, and then if there is someone that you think, hey, you know what, I like you, maybe you can send them a message or include a little note with your swap to ask them if they want to be pen pals. Sorry, my alarm was going off on my phone. Anyway, also what I like about Swapbot is that you will find someone from all over the world, if that's what you like. I know I like that, but you can also find people from your own country. I hope this makes a lot of sense. It's Monday morning. Anyway, when you see me looking down, that is because I have a list. I put a list in front of me because usually this is embarrassing. Usually my videos are so messy. I just talk about everything and anything, and I wanted to make this video a little bit structured. So I actually wrote down. I didn't write down what I was going to say. I just wrote down introduction, where to find pen pals, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook. So I just used bullet points to make my video a little bit more structured. I hope you like it. Okay, so my next bullet point is to use Google. What? Yes, you can also use Google to find pen pals, and you can actually find you can actually use Google to find websites that are directed at finding pen pals. Let me take a sip of tea because I'm talking way too much. So there are a lot of websites out there that are perfect for finding pen pals. So when I started, I forgot to put my phone on silent. What was I saying? When I started pen paling, I was a bit lost as to where to even find pen pals. So I signed up for a website that is made for meeting people. It sounds a bit like Tinder, but it's not. So I googled something like finding pen pals or finding letter pen pals. I don't know, I googled something random, and then I found this website, and I forgot what it's called, but it was something like International Pen Pals. I have no idea if that's true, but just Google and you will find websites that are made for finding pen pals. But I do have to mention one thing. I signed up for this website that is great for meeting international people, but most of them are actually only interested in chatting or emailing. Maybe I should have picked a different website. So, but I did find a pen pal there, and it's just a great way to start. So maybe make a profile on one of these or two of them or whatever and see where you go from there. Another great tip I have is to write find pen pals and then the name of your country. I wrote it in Dutch. I wrote, I don't even remember what I wrote. I think I wrote something like penvriendinnen vinden or something, which is Dutch for finding pen pals. And then I found this website. It is, if you're Dutch and if you're looking for pen pals, I will tell you, it's this website called Meer Leuks, which is a web shop actually, and they have a separate page on their web shop where you can find pen pals. So that is actually where I found most of my Dutch pen pals. What you do is you either leave a little message like, hey, I'm Vivian, blah blah blah, and people can send you an email, or you look at the messages from other people and you send them an email. Easy as that. If all else fails, just Google websites for pen pals. Okay, now part 2 of this video, which is how to find pen pals. I know that I said that where to find pen pals was probably the most important part of this video, but how to find pen pals is also very important, because I'm going to tell you a little bit about messages I receive. I don't mean this to complain, don't mean this to be mean, I don't mean anything by it other than to maybe inform you of what not to do, because having a YouTube channel and an Instagram page with at least 1,000 followers results in getting a lot of messages from people. Don't get me wrong, I love getting messages. I love it when people message me random thoughts or random things or comment on something, or when they just send me a message to chat. That's all fine, but I also get messages that I feel are not directly, that the messages are not directed towards me. What I mean by that is that some of these messages are just simply copy pasted. So let's say that you are looking for pen pals and you write a little message saying, hey, do you want to be my pen pal? You copy that and you send it to 20 people. That is how it very often feels when I get one of those messages, because people send me these messages without any information about themselves, without any reasons why they want to be my pen pal, without anything personal. So the least you can do is use my name. So you could say, hey Vivian, do you want to be my pen pal? See, that sounds so much more friendly, right? But again, this is not to be not to be mean, but I just feel like when someone messages me, hey friend, do you want to be my pen pal? I just feel like they send that to 20 other people as well. So my first tip on how to find pen pals is make your message personal. Use the other person's name, use your own name, include some information about yourself. Actually, the first thing I wrote down is introduce yourself. The second thing that I find very important is tell them why you want to be pen pals. So for example, you can say, hey, I see that we have the same hobbies, we live in the same country, we both like cats, we have the same style in decorating. I really like the things you like, you know, something like that. Tell them why you want to be a pen pal of them. And I also like that because I feel like a lot of people just want you to send them something pretty. Okay, so my camera cut me off again, so let me start again. I also want to give you a tip on what not to do. Let me say it again, I'm not saying this to be rude or mean or to complain. I always worry a lot when I make videos that people will get the wrong idea, or that I will come across differently than I mean. So let me be very, very clear that I don't mean anything weird by this. I just want to say this. My next tip is don't be rude, okay? Because it actually happens quite a lot that I get a message from someone on Instagram asking me to be a pen pal, and I just tell them, sorry, dear, I cannot accept any more pen pals, I already have so many. I don't want to have to rush a letter. And then what happens is they're mean. Really? I tell you, I'm sorry, I cannot be your pen pal. And you start insulting me? What? Why? That's just rude. Rude. I'm sorry that I cannot be your pen pal, but that's not a reason to start being mean to me. Am I alone in this? I really hope not. Anyway, it has, yes, really it has happened. Actually, only recently, a couple of days ago, there was someone who messaged me. It was very weird. Basically, I tried to stay nice, right? I said, I'm sorry I'm not taking any new pen pals. And then she got rude. Then she started saying stuff like, I will find a pen pal, I will find a pen pal on my own, blah blah blah. You are not friendly. Why am I not friendly? So basically, yeah, I don't know. I try not to care too much, but it was just rude. It was rude. I feel like I'm overdoing it now, but you get the point, right? If someone doesn't want to be your pen pal, that's okay. Just let them be, move on, find someone else, and don't be rude. It's not gonna bring you any good. I'm not saying that if you're watching this, dear subscribers, I don't think that you guys are rude. I think we're all normal people. I think we all know that what to do and what not to do. But I just thought it would be maybe also to include this so that you know that there are rude people out there. I don't know. I should stop talking now. I'm sorry if this was weird. Then something else that I can really advise you when you're looking for pen pals is have a well filled out profile. So let's say you're on Swapbot, you're on this pen pal finding website, you are on Facebook, I don't know, you're on Instagram. Have a well filled out profile. Tell people a little bit about yourself. Tell them what you like, what you're looking for, very important. I find that very often helps when people tell me what they're looking for. So let's say you like short letters. When you like short letters, let people know, because I like long letters, so maybe we wouldn't be a great match. Let them know what you like, what you would like to find in a pen pal, the stuff you want to talk about. Some people like to talk about politics or religion, other people don't. That's fine. Just, you know, try to establish a little bit of a profile for yourself so people know who you are, what you like, what you don't like, etc, etc. I think that's very important. I think this is going to be my final tip, and it's going to be a very, very wise one. Don't give up. Very dramatic, but it's true, because I have been doing this pen paling for a year now. It's kind of exactly a year, which is cool. Congratulations to 1 year of pen paling. There were times when I thought I met someone great, and then in the end we didn't really connect, we didn't really click, or we found out that we were actually very different. And sometimes being different is a good thing, but sometimes you like people who are the same, so that's all good. But just don't give up, because there are so many great people in the snail mail pen paling community. Seriously, I've met so many lovely girls. I'm so grateful for all the friendships that I've made through letters, and I really, really hope that you will find something similar. I wish all of you to have as many great pen pals as I have, because it's so much fun. Opening the mailbox and finding a letter, recognizing the handwriting or the address on the back, and just knowing, yay! Oh, I'm sorry. For example, last week I got a letter that I was looking forward to for months, and then it was just so nice to read about that person again. I feel like my eyes are watering. Am I crying? Am I crying? That was weird. But anyway, yeah, okay. Long story, very long story, very short. Pen pals are great. If you don't at first succeed in finding someone that you connect with, don't give up, just keep looking, because there are so many people out there who are looking for a pen pal, just like you. Speaking about people who you don't click with, maybe that's something I should add. Also be honest, because I've had it happen to me that I met people who, you know, we didn't really connect. It wasn't really, the letter didn't come out naturally. I had to really work, like, okay, what am I gonna tell this person? I don't know what to say. And then the best thing you can do is just to tell that person, like, okay, hey, maybe we're not a good match, and look for someone else. But I have to say that it can be very difficult to break up with a pen pal, but I really think it is the most fair thing you can do, because I've also had people ghost me. And ghosting basically means that you just never reply to a letter anymore. That's not nice. So I've had it happen that people never replied to me anymore, and then after after a couple months you can just assume that they don't want to write with you anymore, and that just hurts a little bit. And then I've actually also had it happen that someone wrote to me, "Hey Vivian, you seem like a great person, but you know, I'm just not feeling it. This pen pal ship isn't really working for me." And of course it's a little bit sad when someone writes that to you, but I actually agreed. I actually had the exact same feeling every time I had to write her a letter. I just didn't know what to talk about. So then you know it's best to break up, and it hurts a little bit, but it's better that way. So also my final tip is be honest. If it doesn't work out, that's fine. You can just, it doesn't mean that you hate that person, it just means that you don't have the connection that you were hoping that you would have. That sounds very dramatic also. Anyway, you know what I mean, right? So, such a coincidence, I finished my tea at the same moment that I finished my video. With that being said, I think that is the end of my video. I really hope I gave you all the tips and tricks on how to find pen pals, where to find pen pals, what to do, what not to do. If I forgot anything, if you think I forgot something significant, please let me know in a comment down below. If I hear any great sites, I will put them in the description box down below as well. I will make a different section saying pen pal websites or something, or Facebook groups, I don't know. Just let me know what you think I should add to this video. And then don't forget, if you're looking for pen pals, don't forget to leave a comment down below saying who you are, blah blah blah, and maybe you'll find some weird pen pals as well. Don't forget to also check back on this video, because I don't think YouTube notifies you when you get a reply to your comment. Or does it? I don't know. And good luck finding pen pals. If you have any more questions or tips, tricks, whatever, just let me know. Send me a message on Instagram or YouTube. I don't know how to send messages on YouTube. Maybe some of you can tell me. Leave a comment. Whatever. I'm going to leave it at this because I'm rambling. But I really hope this video helped you find some pen pals. I really hope you'll find some great ones. And don't forget that it's just all about fun. It doesn't have to be perfect, it doesn't have to be difficult, it just has to be entertaining. That's the most important part. And yeah, I guess I will see you guys very soon. Don't forget that I upload a new video every Monday and Friday, and sometimes maybe even more. I hope this helps. Okay, thanks for watching, bye bye!